Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Rich and his little buddy Otis, who's the cutest little English bulldog mix that I've ever seen. And we're going to here to demonstrate today what Otis has learned in his obedience training while he's been here at school. The first thing that we want to take a moment to introduce is the training equipment that we're using. We're using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and Rich keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give the correction, and the only correction that we give is a little tug and let go on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using, and you will be introduced to his new training collar and be taught how to use it during your follow-up training session. Now Otis is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training takes place. And the first exercise that they're going to demonstrate for us is heeling.
Otis, heel.
The command is Otis heel, and at this point Otis has a job to do, and that's to match pace with his trainer, not forging ahead or lagging behind, but walking with you as you walk down the street. So if you speed up, he should speed up. If you slow down or change direction, he should slow down as well. He should not be dragging you down the street. And when you stop your feet, whether it's to cross traffic, talk to a neighbor, he should be sitting quietly at your left and waiting for his next command. So this is specifically what the heel is meant to do, making walking your dog a pleasure instead of a daily drag. And he's doing a really good job of demonstrating that skill for you. Now the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, it is a one-word command. Now he laid down on his sit stay, so Rich told him no.
Stay.
Puts him back in a sit.
Stay.
Puts him back in a stay. He has to complete the exercise as it was taught. Your long sit stay is for 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes. When Rich returns back to him, he will walk all the way around him, back to heel position, and he should remain seated until he gets his next command.
One more time.
And yeah, we're going to run through the heel and the sit and the stay one more time for you. He irons out his little kinks. He probably got woken up from a nap. Nice automatic sit. Rich leaves him in a stay. And returns back to him, and he should remain seated. Very good. So always make sure that the dog is doing it exactly as it was taught, and that you're not slowly letting him get sloppy with his commands. We make them do it the way it was taught and complete it fully until they can move on to the next exercise. So this time Rich is going to leave him again in another stay. And this time we're going to demonstrate the recall, or the come on command. This is the second exercise that you do use his name, and he comes right in front and sits facing your knees, so that eliminates the jumping problem. He learns to sit to get all that praise and affection that he's craving instead of jumping all over you like a maniac. Nice automatic sits. Now for anyone watching this video who doesn't know, Otis is English Bulldog and Beagle mix, and we were just talking about you couldn't get much more stubborn in one body if you tried. So he's really doing a great job because neither breed was bred to do obedience.
Otis, come.
Rich is demonstrating the recall exercise again for you. He comes right in front and sits, and if you notice, everything is designed for him to have self-control and controlling himself and acting like a gentleman. And you can practice these exercises indoors. We recommend it. Indoors as well as outdoors to get the best effect when you get home. Because we want him to learn that he has to be a gentleman all the time, not just sometimes. Very nice. Now the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is your down from a heel position. So with your dog seated at your left, use the open flat of your palm straight down toward the ground and the one-word firm command to down. The long down stay you can practice right in your apartment while you're eating dinner or watching a movie. Incorporate these exercises into your everyday living situations. When Rich returns back to him, He will walk all the way around him just as he did on the sit stay as an additional distraction. He praises him for a good job, and we are going to demonstrate that down from a heel one more time. Nice automatic sits. And a lot of people will say to me, does my dog have to heel all the time? And all heeling is walking with you instead of ahead of you and focusing on you.
Stay.
Nice down from a heel position, stay.
No.
And he should not be sniffing the ground.
No. Otis, come.
And Rich calls him out of this exercise and has him come in and sit. Very nicely done. And Rich is talking to him and communicating with him to keep the puppy focused on him versus everything else that's going on around us. And the very last exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is your down from a distance. So with your dog seated at your left, you give him the stay command. This is a little bit harder because you're not next to him. Rich is going to use his right hand to give the command, and he drops into a down from a distance. That was really cute. Now we have demonstrated for you your heel, your automatic sit, your stay, your down from a distance, and your come. You'll be taught how to incorporate these exercises into your everyday life, and you'll get hands-on practice working with Otis, with your trainer there as your coach when you come to pick him up. We've enjoyed having him. He's cute as a button and stubborn as a mule, so we will be helping you all along the way with Otis, and thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.